time, there was a little girl with long golden curls named Goldilocks. She was the best physical therapist in all the land. One day...
Ooh, Goldilocks. I fell off my big bed and broke my leg. My doctor said I can only bear 25% of weight. Is this 25%?
Stop! If you want to get back to being active again, you need to be more careful. Putting too much weight on a leg injury too quickly can increase injury and swelling, damage surgical repairs, and even decrease your ability to be active long term. You need to come to my office.
Ooh, Goldilocks. I tore my ACL when I tripped over a glass slipper. The surgeon told me I could only bear 50% of my weight. Is this 50%?
You're not putting enough weight on your foot. I know you're scared, but if you don't put the proper amount of weight on your foot, you could lose motion and function in the limb, develop pain in your lower back or joints, and even delay your return to being active. You need to come see me too.
Oh, Goldilocks, I broke my ankle running away from that little girl in a red cape. The doctor said I can only be toe-touch weight-bearing. Can you help me?
He bears too much weight and she doesn't bear enough weight. So how can I help them bear the right amount of weight so they can be more active?
Hello, Goldilocks. I represent LEGO Legion, and we can help you.
My teammates and I surveyed 25 physical therapists. They all use makeshift methods like bathroom scales or squeaky toys in the clinic to measure weight bearing, but they have to send patients home with no clear monitoring.
This is a real problem. We looked at websites, read medical reports, talked to patients and therapists, and did a patent search. We found that there's nothing on the market for continuous weight-bearing monitoring at home.
Our team started by creating a research question. We used a Google Doc to individually brainstorm ideas from that research question. Then we chose the best questions and tried to brainstorm solutions individually.
This proved to be ineffective for us, and we found that we were much more creative when we brainstormed together as a team, building on each other's ideas.
We invented the Smart Step system, a pressure-sensing shoe insert that pairs via Bluetooth with an app that tracks the data and controls patient settings.
The shoe insert measures the amount of pressure a patient is putting through their foot. It sounds an audible alert or alarm when nearing the maximum weight. It is effective for any lower body recovery and can be used in a walking boot, in a regular shoe, or even in our special Smart Step sock.
Goldilocks. You can input weight-bearing requirements on the app and set the system to alert and vibrate when the patient gets close to their max, and alarm when they exceed. You can also use the app to monitor patient biofeedback, assign exercises, keep track of patient compliance, answer questions, and check your daily schedule.
Patients can click on their portal to see their daily assignments and access explanations and videos for their assigned exercises.
Smart Steps will keep Papa Bear from bearing too much weight, but encourage Mama Bear to be more active and less afraid.
Goldilocks. Smart Steps will give your older patients the confidence to be more active. The CDC reports that those who are inactive because of fear after an injury become weaker and are more at risk for another injury or fall.
So, for my patients who are unstable or struggle with memory loss, Smart Steps can alert their caregivers and help build strength and endurance.
Kathy Lowe, a physical therapist at Cincinnati Children's Hospital, said Smart Steps would also help children diagnosed with bone cancer, like our friend Jonathan Borner. These kids need to be partial weight bearing so they don't break weak bones and release the cancer into their blood.
After creating initial drawings, we made several prototypes to develop our design. We started with strain gauges, but the insert was thick and uncomfortable and reported data too slowly.
For our functional prototype, we use force-sensitive resistors, which are thin and flexible, and can communicate data individually. We programmed the prototype to alarm at 25% of the sensor capacity, and alert with a different tone at 80% of that. We use a piezo buzzer on the Arduino, and an LCD screen shows the 4 individual weights and total weight.
Based on our research, we believe Smart Steps will have a large target market. We went with 2 professional product designers for advice on design, manufacturing, and marketing.
We created a manufacturing bill of materials, and our wholesale cost is about $15 per unit. We anticipate a retail cost of $50. The physical therapists and patients we shared with overwhelmingly said that continuous weight monitoring at home would be very helpful.
One said it would take away the guessing game. It's like having a physical therapist in your foot.
Another said it was a really good solution to a really big problem, and she was surprised that it didn't already exist.
We are continuing prototype development and discussing testing strategies for product validation. We are also reaching out to high-tech orthotics companies for help with development.
Thank you, Lego Legion. With the Smart Steps weight-bearing system, my patient's weight bearing will be just right. I think we're all going to live happily ever after.
Thank you. What questions do you have?